What's going on, guys? I have found probably the biggest fraud I have honestly ever seen. I have never, I don't know, I can't even fathom that someone acts this way. Like, I was actually dumbfounded. So this guy, I'm not going to give away his name because, one, I don't want him to receive any attention from this, and then I also don't want to send like hate his way. I guess that sounds pretty vain because that's assuming people are going to watch this video, but yeah, just in case this gets a little bit of traction, you know, I don't want people to send hate his way. I think he's getting enough, but I did want to react to this dude's channel because it's honestly like I said, I'm just fucking dumbfounded, dude. This is actually insane to me that someone can milk something like this, you know? So this dude apparently went to Marine Corps boot camp and he got through 2 months and then he got medically separated, right? That's not what we're going to be talking about. We're not dogging him for getting medically separated. He actually like had the guts, I guess, to sign up and actually go through with going to it. That is not what we're talking about. What we are talking about is the fact that he is still, to this day, continued to make the Marine Corps like part of his personality. You'll see what I mean here. And dude, it is not like a slight thing. It's not like just some fucking EGA on his wall or something. We'll just get into it, okay? I know I sound triggered, but like I said, I'm appalled that honestly someone has the audacity or just has no shame to be posting videos like this.
I joined the Marine Corps 1 year ago today, September 12th, and I left 2 months later. In that short time, I learned the most valuable lessons of my life, like how the word yeah was actually destroying my life.
Okay, so right off the bat, this is like his style of video, you know? He's actually pretty good at making like these fucking documentary style like edits, you know? Like the fucking low lighting, up close face shots and shit. He would probably make a good documentary.
It was at my lowest that I decided something had to change, and drastically. I needed something to suffer towards, not away from. I needed to do the hardest thing I could think to do. I didn't fear death, and I haven't since.
Cringe.
So I just needed something bigger than myself to fight for, to devote my life to. I actually called the National Guard before the Marines. Shameful, I know.
What is shameful about this, bro? You're not even in the fucking military. Like, I don't understand how you're kind of like talking down about the National Guard when they're actually serving and you're not. You can't even say that. All that shit goes out the window. The moment you are no longer capable of being a Marine, you cannot talk shit about service members. So just right off the bat, I kind of want to say that. It's fucking retarded.
They were offering a $50,000 enlistment bonus, so obviously I figured it would at least be worth looking into.
And actually, you're kind of stupid for not taking that $50,000 enlistment bonus. I would have fucking took that in a heartbeat.
My experience with the Marines was, as advertised, precisely the opposite. I called the Marine recruiter's office and as soon as I got back home from base. Sergeant answered the phone. He was also a little surprised to find someone calling the office. Usually they have to go out and convince people to enlist.
If I was that recruiter, like, regardless of who is watching or whatever, I would not want to be name dropped like that. So
while the guard seemed slow and disoriented, Sergeant snapped right to it and set up an interview for me early the next morning.
God, this is so cringe, man. Why are you talking shit about the National Guard, dude? At least they're serving. Seriously, at least they're serving. You're here making videos talking shit about them and you couldn't even make it through boot camp.
This is the part of the video where I issue a formal apology to my mother for sneaking out of the house to enlist without any warning. Sorry, Mom.
You are so brave, sir. Thank you for your service.
I already made my decision. And when our conversation finally came to a close, I received my first of many lessons. So are you ready to enlist? He asked me. I looked him in the eyes, smiled, and said, yeah. I don't know how long he stared at me, dead in the eyes without saying a word, but it was long enough to start questioning if I had suddenly stopped existing. Still staring dead in my eyes, his face dropped and suddenly became about as stern as you might imagine. Finally, he spoke. Is it a yeah? Or is it a yes?
Yo, I don't know if you guys feel that, but I just got a moto boner from that.
I was about 13 pounds underweight. I'd have to pile that on in 2 months if I wanted to make my ship date. So I spent the next 2 months in the delayed entry program training with my recruiters and the other poolies. I still was just 2 pounds underweight. But since my recruiter is the best ever, he got me a weight waiver. I was good to go. And on September 11th, 2022, I had my last PT session with the other poolies. My recruiters gave a few speeches talking about 9/11 and motivating us to keep working, but nobody was listening closer than me.
Dude, you are so different, man. You mean to tell me that the speech that recruiters give every single poolee that's about to head to boot camp, you mean to tell me that they only did that for you?
Receiving week was just about the most fun I've ever had. Everything I was excited about in the Marines, the yelling, the sleep deprivation, the discipline, all the hard and painful things I wanted out of this experience were actually happening.
This is one thing I will say. While I was in, I feel like the most motivated poolies and boots that I met, they were all shitbags. Like once they got to fucking, even just MCT or ITB, like you would see all these fucking motivated boots start copying their combat instructors and like wearing low boot bosses and just all the shit that you're not supposed to do as like a fucking, how to say it, like a boot, you know? This exact type of person is the one who would start fucking buying a bunch of skull and dip after dip, spending all their money on fucking Nintendo Switches and shit at the SOI.
We were facing the unknown together as brothers. Together until the terrifying unknown became the thrilling unexplored. And when we got to training, our world was rocked yet again as it all became very real. It was much harder, but much more exciting at the same time. Together we enjoyed our days of pride and accomplishment, and together we endured a few days where we were all homesick as hell. But that's just it. We all were.
Dude, again, we're fucking talking about boot camp, man. When you're in the fleet, you probably don't go, like, at the minimum, pretty much. You don't go home for, like, fucking 6 months at a time. This guy was away for, like, 3 or 4 weeks, you know? I get it. This is the first time you're away from home, you know? I was homesick, too. But, god damn, man, this dramatic of a video for boot camp. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Together we learned not just lessons about combat and discipline, but lessons in morality and in life.
What did you learn about combat in the first 8 weeks of fucking boot camp? Like, tell me what you learned. I don't even think you made it to grass week. What exactly did you learn, bro?
A few weeks into training, I developed a severe stress fracture in my right heel. I thought it was just really bad tendonitis, so I didn't report it. When we were running the CFT, I landed on it wrong and collapsed straight to the ground. Of course, my series commander happened to be right behind me at the time, so I got sent to medical pretty damn quick after that.
So, I actually watched another one of his videos where he said that he stepped wrong during a PFT and he went to the corpsman, and the corpsman sent him to medical the next day. And now in this video, he's saying it was during the CFT and the series commander was behind him and he saw him collapse, all this. So yeah, this is the first time I saw him say something different. So now I'm starting to think that that's not even the real story.
I got dropped to the medical recovery platoon. I spent a week there on bed rest. At the end of the week, I saw the doctor again and he took a closer look at my foot. As it turns out, I have a pronation deformity in both feet. What that means is I'm highly prone to stress fractures, and they would only keep getting worse, happening more and more. Pronation deformity requires a medical discharge.
Yeah, dude, I want to say if your recruiter actually cared about you, he wouldn't have sent you with a fucking weight waiver as a fucking recon contract. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. As a recruiter, if I truly cared about you, I would be honest with you and tell you to go lift some weights. Go gain some weight before you even try and attempting a fucking recon contract. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, dude.
I spent one more week there to heal up before getting sent to the separation platoon. When I left, waiting for my plane to depart from San Diego, I got coffee from the airport Starbucks. I was used to waiting in lines, so I didn't mind how busy they were one bit. I was coming out of the most selfless world I'd ever seen. And now all around me were civilians complaining about how their soy milk latte was taking too long.
You are a civilian, sir.
It's like stepping into an entirely alien world that you can hardly believe you came from. Leaving my brothers at that airport was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I am what the Marine Corps made me.
What exactly did the Marine Corps make you, man? After 8 weeks, you didn't even graduate, dude. You didn't even go to the Crucible. I don't understand, dude. What is going through your head right now?
So when he asked me, is it a yeah? Or is it a yes? I can't even imagine where my life would be today if I hadn't stared back at him and said,
So that was my introduction to this dude, okay? This was the first video I saw. The title jumps out at you, right? How do you join the Marine Corps for 2 months? That's not possible. You know, you either made it through boot camp or you didn't. And then I looked at the rest of his channel, and this dude has a website. He has his own website. He's an entrepreneur, you know? Again, I'm going to blur out the website because it has his full name. I think his abbreviated first name is fine, right? I'm a Marine Corps veteran. Oh, so you're a veteran now. That's crazy. And filmmaker. You know, you could call yourself that. You make pretty good videos. I'll give you that. Yada, yada, yada. Thanks for stopping by. Hoorah. This is where I have a problem. If it's just someone making innocent, like, little fucking stories like that, it's whatever, dude. People will see you for what you are. Hopefully they'll see you for what you are. But when you're advertising that you're a Marine Corps veteran, and then you're selling stuff, you know, you got freelance offers on here. You're selling advertisement stuff. People will more than likely favor you over others just because you're claiming to be a veteran. So that's where I have a problem with it. You're not being real. You really aren't. I bet you in real life conversations, he doesn't add the part where he was in for 2 months, and instead he just says, like, while I was at boot camp. If he even says that, he'll just, like, tell stories like, oh, there was this kid who got fucked up and all this, and oh, to get IT'd. So that they could say, like, oh, you were in the military? And he could say, like, yes. We move on, dude. He has other videos. He has YouTube shorts, and all of his shorts start out with,
I joined the Marines for 2 months and now I'm an entrepreneur. Lessons learned in the military have immense parallels to business. And if there's one thing I learned, it's that you'll never succeed on your own. Some people fancy themselves lone wolves and opt to cut themselves off from other business owners and do everything themselves. Now, I run my business single-handedly too, but I do so alongside a network of entrepreneurs who are doing the same thing as me. We learn from each other's mistakes and we keep each other accountable every step of the way, just like recruits do in boot camp.
It's just funny to me. Like, everything is related to boot camp for this dude. First two months of boot camp for this dude. You know, he's got the beanie on with the half American flag, half EGA. Oh my god, it's just insanely fucking cringy to me. Yeah, all of his videos are fucking starting like this.
Joined the Marines for 2 months and now I'm an entrepreneur. Respond, don't anticipate. That was one of the lessons my DI instilled in us every single day. Of course, in business, it is good to study the market and figure out what will and will not work, but not at the cost of flexibility. You will never be able to predict the market with absolute accuracy, and if you rely too heavily on your predictions, eventually you're going to fail spectacularly. You need to learn how to respond to changes in the market and to the lessons you learn along the way. If you found this helpful, hit that button.
So even just in this fucking video, some dude commented that kind of like dismantled his whole point of the video. So the whole point of getting rich in business and investing is being able to anticipate and guess future trends, risk money, then reap rewards when you get it right. If you're just reacting to market trends after they happen, then you're not going to make any money and will probably end up buying the top, right? And he replies, exactly, which is the opposite of what he's saying in the video. He's saying to react and not anticipate. And then again, the same person comments, and I wholeheartedly agree with this. Like, this is what I'm saying. There's something really off about you. It's extremely weird and off-putting for you to have your online identity wrapped up in the Marine Corps and make a video with a title like this. I'm not clowning on you for getting injured and dropping out of boot camp. That could happen to anybody. But to move on from that experience and to become an influencer where in every video the gimmick is, as a 2-month Marine, fill in the blank, just seems wrong. And he doesn't reply to this, he just hearts the fucking comment, whatever. Again, this is what I'm fucking saying, dude. I thought it was a troll. I genuinely thought it was a troll. I thought it was a marketing tactic for him to blow up his channel through controversy. I refuse to believe that he thought starting all of his YouTube shorts with, I joined the Marines for 2 months was a good idea. And evidently it's not, dude. He's getting a lot of people calling him out. He's just hearting all the comments that are basically calling him anything but a Marine.
I joined the Marines for 2 months, and in that time I learned that it only takes one bad apple to get everyone IT. My platoon terrorist, fuck you, miss you bro, made it his life mission to piss off the DIs every chance he got, and we all got punished for it. As hard as we tried, we just couldn't get him to stop. We tried heartfelt conversations, we tried pleading, we decked him out a couple of times. None of it worked. In boot camp, we don't have a choice who we share our platoon with, but you do.
He's shitting on someone he knew in boot camp who apparently would constantly fuck up, get the platoon IT'd. Sure, go for it, man. All that recruit or fucking PFC or private or Lance, all he has to do now is just tell you that he graduated and you didn't. I don't understand how you're still talking shit about him. He at least made it through. That is all that dude has to say as a rebuttal. is that at least he made it through. I don't know. I don't know if this video is going to make you cringe as hard as it made me cringe the first time I watched it, but...
I joined the United States Marine Corps for 2 months and then I left. Well, kind of. Let me explain. If you're one of my 73 subscribers, you'll know I've been gone for a while. I was at boot camp. Now you know. Let's start from the beginning. Receiving week. The ultimate hurry up.
Okay, so this was his first video that he uploaded since he got med-sept from the Marine Corps. So I guess you could give him a pass on being all fucking booted out.
First phase of training is pretty much nothing but cleaning and a lot of PT. It sucks while it's happening, but believe me, you miss it when you leave. As long
Tell us about the third phase, bro.
everything with speed and intensity and do what you're told and scream at the top of your lungs, and you'll do just fine. Little did I know, I had to fracture my heel for a whole week of training. I thought
His videos are well edited. You know, I don't think he should stop being a YouTuber. I just think, like I said a million times already this video, he should stop this whole fucking facade that he's putting on.
Go to medical the next day. And for all of you who don't know anything about the military, if a corpsman tells you to go to medical, you know you're fucked up. Normally a corpsman would just say, "Oh, your leg's broken. Drink more water, you stupid bitch."
So this guy, this is something else that I thought about. He's claiming that he was in for 2 months. I'm willing to fucking bet that of those 2 months he's counting, those 4 weeks that he spent getting medically separated, he's counting those. So he realistically only went through 4 weeks of training, which is the first fucking phase. I am willing to fucking bet.
While eating the tiny box chows that we got on bed rest, I lost almost 20 pounds in 1 fucking week.
Dude, I'm calling bullshit. I'm sorry, man. You don't look like you have 20 pounds to even lose.
Unfortunately, however, I was not able to go to the gym at any point in those 2 weeks in MRP and the 2 weeks in RSP.
Of course you're not. What the fuck? What would you expect?
Ultimately, I might not re-enlist, but I'm definitely going to get to the point physically where it's an option to re-enlist with a recon contract.
What is even the point of that? Like, why even mention that then? That you're going to get to the point where you could re-enlist? Is that so you could tell people who end up questioning you, so that when you reveal that you didn't even finish boot camp, you can say, "Oh yeah, but I'm thinking about going back." Is that why?
You'll never guess what happened at work today. I was running the drive-thru when this guy pulled up. He asked me if I was ever in the military. I guess I do look the part.
You know why you look the part is because you still rock the gear. You know, you still have a fucking tactical backpack. You still get a high and tight haircut. I don't know why. I don't even know who in the fleet gets a fucking high and tight besides people who just hit the fleet.
I told him my story, and he told me his. He told me mine.
This dude basically just doxed himself, if that's the real card that fucking recruiter gave him at the drive-thru.
Listened and I smiled as you do, and when he left, I laughed and laughed. Never again, I said. I'm no fool, I said. I'm no fool. Now, everywhere I go, I'm reminded of the Marine Corps.
Bro, are we fucking talking about a breakup, man? Are you like talking about getting back with some toxic ex?
At the same time, it's getting harder and harder to deal with civilian life and with civilians, honestly.
Bro, you were in for 2 months. I'm saying that generously. You were in for 2 months.
And really, what can be greater than the military? I'd be a fool not to.
I've honestly never seen someone romanticize the military this much. Like, in my fucking 24 years of living, I've never seen someone romanticize it like this. This guy has watched Jarhead one too many times.
In this video, I'm going to give you 10 life lessons that I learned from my short time in the Marine Corps and have absolutely changed my life for the better.
I could go learn piano for 2 months and make a video saying like, "Oh, these 10 life lessons that I learned as a pianist." Did you know that things that are very meticulous to learn take patience? Did you know that Rome wasn't built in a day?
So sit up straight and look at me. Yeah, I see you over there slouching like a little friggin' ghost turd. Yeah, so boot camp ain't all eye gouging and obstacle courses and martial arts and dick suck. You spend most of every day focused on the little details of day-to-day life. Making your rack to perfection, sweeping the rain, and cleaning all of the dirt out of every last motherfucking crack in the sidewalk in front of the squad bay because fucking thought he was special. Let's say you're on a hike. In fact, I thought of this in boot camp while I was on a hike. Let's say you're approaching a hill, and you want to maintain your speed as we discussed, but going up this hill you are tired like a little bitch, and so you slow down like a little bitch and realize just how little bitchy you are and how tired your legs really are because you slowed down. Shit gets hard sometimes. Adapt and adjust accordingly. Put a little more effort, a little more oomph into those steps and get up that hill just as fast as you're gonna go down that.
He talks like he was like the most badass recruit in all of boot camp. Please get rid of that high and tight dude. I swear, this guy has never heard of imposter syndrome.
Eyeballs! Cowards cannot be trusted under any circumstances, and they certainly cannot be relied on. I won't waste your time. I'm prior military, and like you, I have a love for all things tactical. And this is my tactical everyday carry.
One thing to carry, it would be my wallet. Fuck that. Stabby, stabby. I got this off Amazon before I shipped out. It's held up great.
Hell yeah, brother. Semper fucking fi. Let's go.
I always have a physical notebook with me as well. I use Write in the Rain books as they're completely waterproof and incredibly durable.
Do you fucking sleep in a foxhole at night or something? Why would you ever need a Write in the Rain book? That shit is for when you're in the fucking field. When are you ever going to be in the field as a civilian? When? Especially if this video is an everyday carry, bro. Are you just waiting for it to rain? Like you're just constantly anticipating rain? And this guy started that other video by saying that other guy asked if he was prior military, and he's like, yeah, I guess I fit the part. Dude, look at all the fucking Marine Corps shit you have. Of course people are gonna think you're in the military. Of course they are.
Morning.
Hello, you're always saying how you want to be in one of my videos, so say hi to the camera.
Wait, what?
Never hang up on your mom.
In my tackies, knife goes in this tool pocket.
Bro, why are you so tactical, man? What job do you work that requires this level of preparation? You have an elbow slot for your pen, man. What are you doing?
My keys clip to this designated loop and get stuffed in this pocket. And when I wear this, I'll usually add my Gerber multi-tool to the left side of my belt as well. My bug-out bag never leaves my side. Ever.
He's giving me Eugene vibes, as Birdman would say.
I made my way off the bus onto those yellow footprints. It's the day I was born. Every single moment of boot camp sucks. It's a suck fest. Lots of sucking indeed. I can't speak to anything after boot camp, but god diggity damn, boot camp sucks. And I miss it so fucking bad.
The guy who didn't go through the gas chamber, who didn't go through the crucible, who didn't go all 3 months through boot camp, is saying that he misses boot camp. This is exactly the behavior that comes out of people who are never fucking checked, dude. This guy was never checked talking about the Marine Corps, and it's gotten to the point where he's claiming that he's a veteran.
Sand, the dojo, oh god. Oh god, fuck the dojo. Set up the dojo. No, fuck the dojo, sir. Fuck the dojo. September 12th, 2022 was the best day of my life.
I'm starting to think you just joined for the sake of making content. I honestly wonder what the poolies that were in the delayed entry program or whatever with him think about these videos, or if they've even seen them, dude. Like, to me, I don't know about you guys, but to me, this is infinitely worse than the people who say or like brag about how they almost joined.
I'm going to pack 4 t-shirts, 3 regular and 1 for working out. I'm also going to pack 1
Tell me those are not your skivvy shorts.
pair of shorts also for working out, and they also double as swim trunks if I decide that January isn't too cold.
Those are indeed his skivvy shorts.
And my assault pack, although it's probably better described as a bug-out bag. This falls.
He's calling it an assault pack, dude. This is what I'm saying. Is that ring on his middle finger? This dude's not even married, but I'm pretty sure he probably saw his drill instructor with a G-Shock or a Garmin or something, and then his like wedding ring, and he wants to emulate that so bad that he fucking puts a ring on his middle finger just for the sake of having a ring on his fingers, right? He's not married, but he has that plastic wedding band that people wear in the field. I fucking hope that you change, because holy shit. I wanted to read you guys this community post because this guy is so alpha. So just close your eyes for a second, okay? You let me know who you think could say something like this. Stage 1 male, the infant, weak, vulnerable, emotional, coddled. Stage 2 male, the warrior, violent, ambitious, determined, the hunter and the land gainer. Stage 3 male, the father, rational, stoic, peaceful, dangerous, the protector of the tribe. Stage 4 male, the elder, wise, experienced, weak, kind, the leader of the tribe. So let me get this straight. You demonized the stage 4 male, belittled the stage 3 male, repressed the stage 2 male, and told the stage 2 male to act like stage 1. So the most effective killing machine in the history of the known universe is told the kind, wise role model is evil. His stoic father is a useless joke. His evolutionary purpose is to be repressed, and he should act on his emotions. Are you fucking stupid? Who said that? A. Albert Einstein, B. Andrew Tate, C. Moist Critical, or D. This fucking guy. So I actually found him through a repost on one of the Marine Corps meme pages for Instagram. Like, y'all know, like, Terminal Lance, and then, well, I found it through Not and Regs. But yeah, so here's his Instagram. He's posting pictures in his camis, dude. He doesn't even have name tags on that shit. I really need to stop putting this on. Miss you, boys. Oorah. Guys here playing dress up. That's enough about this guy. Oh, man. I feel kind of bad. I feel like I was a little insulting, but oh my god, man, someone needs to check this dude. Seriously, someone needs to check this guy, and he needs to delete those Marine Corps videos, or keep him up and fucking just get made fun of relentlessly, dude, because that's honestly cringy. Mister, I hope you find your way. I hope if you really want to be a Marine that bad that you go back and finish boot camp once you fucking sort out your, like, shin splints or whatever the fuck, the stress fractures, gain some weight, go lift some weights. Please, please. Do anything but what you're doing now. For the love of God. Stop claiming you're a veteran, and none of this would ever happen. I wouldn't have made this video. You could have made a video talking about how you spent 2 months in boot camp and you're not a Marine. This is what happened. This is why you got medsept, and that's it. But you're fucking claiming to be something that you're not. That's what I have a problem with. You're selling shit on your website, claiming to be a Marine Corps veteran. Dude, stop.